In today's video, we explore some of the most surprising and rarely discussed facts from World War II, a war that reshaped the entire planet. From unbelievable weapons to acts of humanity and bizarre experiments, World War II is full of stories that sound unreal but are completely true. Let's begin. Finland's sniper Simo Häyhä, known as the White Death, is considered the deadliest marksman in history. In just 100 days during the Winter War, he took down over 500 Soviet soldiers without using a scope, believing scopes reflected sunlight and exposed his position. Dressed in white camouflage, he became a ghost in the snow and he survived the war. During the same era, the United States built an entire fake city above Los Angeles to fool Japanese bombers. It had fake buildings, fake cars, and even fake people. From the sky, it looked real, but everything was made of wood and fabric. It existed only to protect the real city from air attacks. One of the strangest wartime experiments came from the Soviet Union, where dogs were trained to run under enemy tanks carrying explosives. But because they trained the dogs using Soviet tanks, the animals ran toward their own vehicles during real battles, causing accidental destruction. The project was immediately abandoned. While Hiroshima and Nagasaki are often remembered for devastation, the deadliest single night of World War II was actually the Tokyo. In 3 hours, firebombs dropped by US forces killed over 100,000 people, turning the city into a sea of flames. The death toll exceeded even Hiroshima. Amid this destruction, a remarkable moment of humanity occurred when German pilot Franz Stigler encountered a heavily damaged American bomber piloted by Charles Brown. Stigler had orders to shoot down any enemy aircraft, but when he saw the wounded pilot and the nearly dead crew, he chose not to fire. Instead, he escorted the bomber safely out of German airspace. Years later, both pilots met and became lifelong friends, an unforgettable act of compassion in the middle of war. Meanwhile, Germany built the largest gun ever created, the Gustav cannon, so huge that it required 2,500 soldiers to operate. Its 7-ton shells could travel nearly 48 kilometers despite its gigantic power. It was slow, heavy, and impractical, symbolizing weapons that looked impressive but delivered little actual value. One of the longest struggles of the war was the Battle of the Atlantic, which lasted 6 years non-stop. German submarines tried to cut off Britain's supply lines, pushing the country to the brink of starvation. The outcome of this battle heavily influenced the result of the entire war. British intelligence also used clever tricks, hiding secret messages, tools, and maps inside pizzas and cakes. Agents operating in Europe received these disguised food packages that were actually undercover spy kits. Another strange story involves an Italian soldier named Giovanni Battista, who was officially declared dead by his government. In reality, he had been captured and later escaped. But when he returned, officials refused to correct the records. For years, he lived as a man officially dead, but physically alive, earning the nickname the Living Ghost Soldier. And finally, one of the most heroic events of the war, the Dunkirk evacuation. British and French soldiers were trapped on the beaches as German forces closed in. Defeat seemed certain, until ordinary civilians sailed there. Small fishing boats and private vessels across dangerous waters to rescue the stranded soldiers. This daring effort became known as the Miracle of Dunkirk and helped change the course of history. World War II was not just a conflict, it was a test of humanity, revealing both the darkest and brightest sides of people. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what topic you want next.